Welcome to Live Well, Dream Big. I'm Suzanne Monroe, founder of the International Association of Wellness Professionals, where I've been teaching people how to live a life of wellness, tap into their passion, and go for their dreams for over 15 years. I believe living well and dreaming big starts with ourselves. This podcast will show you how to create a healthy, holistic life, empower your mindset, follow your dreams, and make a big impact. Let's dive in right now. Hey, everybody. Welcome to your very first soul session. So this is where I'm going to be coming on to the podcast with shorter personal episodes. And hopefully it's a chance for me to really talk about what's on my mind, what's in my heart and soul this week. And hopefully it's going to resonate what's within your heart and soul and your life this week. And I just want to take a time to have more personal conversations with you about things that I'm thinking about, things I'm doing, practices I'm actually doing to really stay connected to my soul on this live well, dream big journey. This is a really foundational piece to whatever goals and big visions and ideas you have for yourself, right? Like if we're not in alignment with our inner wisdom and our soul, usually things don't really work out. That's what I found over the past almost 20 years now of really being on this personal growth and self-development journey. And so I'm super excited because I think during these soul sessions, it's just going to be a time for hopefully us to just pause for a few minutes in our day, check in with yourself on, whatever you're working on. Is it going well? What's blocking you right now? And the whole goal is to stay in alignment. Sometimes we're going to use some of our own tools from like Wellness 360 or core coaching, things that are systems and tools that I've developed over the years that can help us get in alignment. Other times I might just share with you something that's on my mind or even something I'm kind of getting downloaded from the universe, right? I believe we all have this access to our intuition and our higher selves and our inner wisdom. And if we can tap into it, oftentimes we're going to get the messages that we need to keep us in alignment. So that's what I'm going to be up to. And I'll say this in terms of alignment. I keep saying that word because it really is so huge. And it's also just a word that's on my mind lately. And over the years, I've learned that living in alignment is really important. Not only, it's really important for our health, okay? Because oftentimes if you're not in alignment, you're going to see weird stuff coming up with your health, your body, how you feel. It's really important for your energy, right? If you're not in alignment, you're going to feel burned out. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel exhausted. But definitely if you're on the path to dreaming big, if you want to tap into your purpose and make an impact, you've got to be in alignment. There's just no other way to do it. But so many people are living out of alignment, right? And when you're out of alignment, you know what? Life is really hard. I've been there, right? You feel stuck. You feel overwhelmed. And if you keep living from this out of alignment place, then you do ultimately end up burning out or just living life really not feeling fulfilled. And you think to yourself, wow, I've created all these things. I have all these things. I've done all this, but I'm still not happy. If that's you, you're probably out of alignment. And this is nothing to feel bad about because even if you're doing all the right things, you can even feel out of alignment just on a daily basis or, from time to time. I still feel out of alignment sometimes. In fact, I felt out of alignment before I decided I needed to do these soul sessions with you, right? So whenever something new is meant to come through, sometimes you start to feel that shift because you're out of alignment and you need to align with something new, right? It could be that you're in a job that, was fine for a while, but it's just no longer fulfilling your purpose, right? So you feel out of alignment. I mean, I so get that, right? I have been there. Your personal life might feel out of alignment, or maybe how you're spending your personal time. Even your relationships, you may have had relationships that were really fulfilling and now all of a sudden they just aren't anymore, right? Things may not be matching up. So there's so many ways to fall out of alignment, but the best way to get back into alignment is to really slow down, kind of tap back into what's in your heart and soul. And I hope these soul sessions help us do that. And because when we're not doing that, we're usually not living our best lives. And when we're not living our best lives, the problem with that is that we're not really serving at the level that's possible for us, right? And that means a lot of people are missing out on all that goodness that you have to share, whether it's just your immediate family or close friends, or even on a bigger level, if you're out there in the world helping people. So this whole podcast, Live Well, Dream Big, right, is about living well, taking care of yourself, that wellness journey piece, that's going to help you get in alignment so that you can go on to ultimately dream big and make that impact, right? So these are some foundational steps, and I hope it's going to help you to align furthermore with your own passion and purpose and what you came here to do. And during these soul sessions, I want to do some alignment checks, okay? And so my alignment check for today is I was recently doing a meditation and kind of doing some of my spiritual practices, which I hope to share with you more during our soul sessions. But what was coming through was to slow down, right? And so often we're like speeding up, right? We're doing more. We think we have to do more to get more done. And the message was to just slow down, to really pause, to really stop. And I don't know about you, but for me, it's just easy to keep going and going and going and doing more and doing more. And I have a hard time saying, all right, I'll slow down, because a part of me believes that I'm really worthy when I do more, right? When I take action, when I just keep getting more done, right? Some of that's cultural conditioning, some of that's our upbringing, some of that's our ego, right? So we all have these certain beliefs about ourselves. And maybe you don't have that wound or that belief, right? But I know a lot of us do, that our value and our worth comes from what we do and achieve, right? And if we don't slow down, we're not going to be able to tap into where our true self-worth and value is coming from. So slowing down is super important. And I know in any given day, there's so much to do, so that's hard to do. This week, the one thing I'm doing to stay in alignment and really slow down is just literally think of the word pause and hit pause on whatever I'm doing. Even if it's just for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, right? And a good indicator is if you're starting to feel like kind of overwhelmed, or you're all of a sudden feeling really exhausted in your day and you've been going. These are some signs that it's a great time to slow down and hit pause. And again, oftentimes we don't want to hit pause because we're like, oh, I don't have time to. But here's what I'm going to tell you. If you do this short pause is going to give you that boost. It's going to give you that new energy. Even if it's just for a few minutes, you get this time to break. You also get this new perspective. One of my favorite ways to hit pause is just to literally hit pause, leave whatever I'm doing, and go outside. Go outside and get in the sunshine, or just go for a walk. Even if it's like raining or snowing, which happens often where I am, it doesn't matter. Getting out in the fresh air, getting out in nature, it's like this beautiful breath that just brings the pause for you, right? You immediately kind of get out of here and into here. And you can talk to yourself and be like, should I really be doing what I'm doing right now? What would feel really good right now? What do I need to do next? What's most important right now? I hit pause yesterday, and it was kind of funny. I found myself, I had some music on, and I found myself just dancing to the music, right? It wasn't something I planned to do. It wasn't something like, hey, I should do this right now in my short break. I didn't even plan it, but it just happened. And I just started grooving. And I got to tell you, it just opened up the space for more. I moved my energy. And shortly after that, I got some really amazing insights about what I was supposed to do next. So hit the pause button. Where do you need to hit the pause button this week? Is it just one time during your week? Is it every morning? Is it late in the afternoon? When do you sense you need to take that short break and hit pause for yourself? I encourage you to give it a try. And I hope you enjoyed your first soul session. Look forward to having more soon and talking with you again. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me for today's episode of Live Well, Dream Big. I hope you enjoyed today's conversation. And I want to invite you to take your next step toward living well and dreaming big by downloading the Live Well, Dream Big lifestyle book. It's the ultimate guide to becoming your best self and living life on your own terms. You can grab your complimentary copy by going to the link in the show notes or heading directly to iawpwellnesscoach.com/guide. That's iawpwellnesscoach.com/guide.